So yeah, good job, Trion. So I did do an audio recording of my initial reactions, but I decided to toss it because I was angry and it wasn't much help, so I decided to just dump it and record this again, regardless. So this launch was a complete bust. I kind of expected it, but it's still a bit of a shock to me because I was under the impression that they were prepared for this. Let me just remind you that they had months, and I mean months, to prepare for this launch. They tested this on their public test servers and it went fine. So many people scrambling to grab one server, and yet the server itself was fine. Many people were able to play on it for days. Now, 3.0, not here yet. It was supposed to be launched today at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. where I live. This was supposed to be a big day for people who love this game. Many people like myself cleared our schedule for today to be here. There was a Christmas party that I could have gone to, but instead I decided to waste my time here with Trion. So, a lot of people are gonna say, "Ooh, well this happens all the time, why can't you just chill out?" And yeah, I get why you say that, but keep in mind that Trion has been doing this shit for almost every single launch. And yeah, I know that MMO launches don't always go very smooth, but they're never... For a company that has been taking your money for years, for a company that has been demanding so much from its players, this is unacceptable. I feel like that Trion should have learned their lesson by now. Because apparently, for all of these problems right now on this launch is not due to high frequency of players, not because they weren't ready, but because of hardware failure. Hardware failure. This is a company that has been greedily taking our money, pulling so much shit just to squeeze every last penny out of its players. And hardware failure. They don't have the right equipment for this, is what they're telling us. That's cute. Yeah, a lot of people are upset right now, and rightfully so. If you take into consideration that many other companies have been doing this shit for years and much better, in this day and age, it's unacceptable. None of the servers are working. Last time I checked, only one of the servers was up, and they said that it might be coming down. Here it's like 7:30 p.m. We were supposed to launch at 2. So, Trion are basically calling it a day, managed to fuck everything up, and then they call it a day and go home. They aren't telling us anything. There hasn't been an update for about 2 hours. So they've gone completely dark. Except for a small post that said that they might be coming back up tomorrow at 10. On the Glyph client, it still says 3.0 is now live, which it isn't. So that's very misleading. I'll be honest and say that I'm still gonna play. I'll play this game until it dies. Am I gonna be paying them anything? Probably not. What about the hundreds of players that they just let down and aren't coming back? You can imagine all of the new players that were coming excited for this. Oh good, a fresh start, a new start for everybody. How did they manage to fuck this up? As a new player, I wouldn't trust a game where they still managed to fuck up the servers this badly. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, why are you complaining about a free game? And I want to make it very clear that Archeage is not a free game. Anyone who has played it knows that if you actually want to do anything fun, you have to pay money. Money's always going to be involved. So I've been saying this for a long time. I truly believe they should just sell to a different publisher or something. I don't want to see this game die. But it's going to. And there's nothing that we can do about it. They're untouchable, too big to care. Or at least that's what they think. If you're burned by this, let them know. Don't buy their shit. Your wallet speaks louder than your words. I know a whole bunch of you are just gonna complain and whine on the forums, and then you're just gonna give them $100 tomorrow. There are tons of players that the moment the game just throws at them what they want, they'll stop their little tantrums and they'll keep on playing. But if you're genuinely upset and you think that this is terrible business practice, which it is, this is unacceptable behavior. So I don't doubt that Trion just lost a lot of players tonight. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. I'm far too deep in this rabbit hole to give up now, because this is still a fun game for me, despite all of Trion's negligent bullshit. But for those of you who have been burned too many times and don't want to deal with this shit anymore, don't. Just don't. Unless Trion gets their shit together right now, this game's gonna burn and die at the ripe old age of 2. See you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. What a shit show.